West Plains Zizzers football on Hot Country KDY. Tonight's game is brought to you by
Outpost Motorsports, by Ozark Cafe, Monty's Outdoors, Ozarks Healthcare, Lynch Equipment Company, Ozarks Healthcare Medical Equipment, J&J Recovery, Pepsi Mid-America, Hirsch Feed and Farm Supply, Peterbilt, Hawkins Home and Lawn, SRS Electric, Edgeler and Harper. Also brought to you by State Farm Insurance, Justin Shelby, Don's Auto Service, Stuart Morrison Ready Mix, Current Incorporated, Taylor Grubaugh Buick GMC, Butler Heating and Air, West Plains Bank and Trust Company, Bureau, West Plains Propane, Brown Furniture and Appliance, Wilbanks Tire, Bailey Chevrolet Pontiac GMC, Wiles Abstract Company, and Zizzer Coin Laundry.
And now West Plains Zizzers football on the official home of the Zizzers, Hot Country KDY.
Welcome to the Zizzer Football Pregame on Hot Country KDY. It's brought to you by Hirsch Feed and Farm Supply. Check out the Bad Boy tractors available right now at Hirsch Feed and Farm Supply. Find out more at their website, HirschEquipment.com. Well, things are going to get tougher tonight for the West Plains Zizzers. They're on the road, and tonight we're in Camdenton, and it's the Lakers hosting the West Plains Zizzers in what I think is pretty clear is probably the premier game across the area tonight. A pair of 3-0 teams, and West Plains comes in at 3-0, number 2 in the state, but they have not really been pushed yet. The Camdenton Lakers have won in walkovers their last 2 games, but their opener at Pottinger Stadium at Springfield Kickapoo, a very good game that saw Camdenton prevail by a final of 22-14 over the Chiefs. So what'll it be tonight? These are 2 good football teams, and that should make for a really good, entertaining contest. Let's start, first of all, by looking back at last week. We're expecting that game between West Plains and Rolla to be far more competitive, but it wasn't at all, as West Plains wins easily 41-0. Matt Perkins talks about last week's contest, going to 3-0 at home over Rolla.
Man, I thought our defense came out and played really well. We held them to 100 total yards. And, we went into that game thinking that Rolla was, one of the upper teams in the Ozark Conference. And, Coach Pitts had a really good game plan. Our kids played assignment football, and we played really well on that side of the ball. And then offensively, we kind of got a little shot in the arm with Dagan actually being able to play. Spent the whole week thinking he wasn't able to play, and kind of had a weird turn of events there late with him getting cleared. And he got to come in and he played really well, and I think team rallied around that, and we had a really good game. I thought we had a really good linebacker play. Garrett Drown had 16 tackles playing inside linebacker, against the option assignment football. And, that kind of speaks volumes to how well the D-line's playing. They're tackling dive back. Quarterback's got to pull the ball. And, everybody's doing their job there to make that happen for our linebackers. Aiden Holt, which is the other inside linebacker, had 15 total tackles. Mm-hmm. So you've got, 31 tackles there between those 2 inside linebackers, at least that they were a part of. And that shows how well they're flying around with the football. And 2 seniors that really playing well. You've got Hayden Bryant that plays kind of an undersized defensive tackle. He's got a really good motor. He's probably a linebacker by stature, but he's just a football player and kid that we could put anywhere. He's playing really well. You got Miles Foster playing at end, and Miles is the long, really athletic, pretty big kid that just causes us all sorts of trouble in practice. He's a very good player Monday through Friday, and I honestly don't think he's playing with his pad level as well as he could. He plays a little bit high, and man, if he ever figures that out, he is going to be just a dominant force. He's already a really good football player, but he played really well, not getting upfield. You got to have some discipline at that position playing against a team like Rolla that's running the option. If you get upfield, you're going to get exposed. And I thought Coach Pitts, Coach Dixon is our D-line coach. I thought those guys had them, absolutely crisp on Friday.
Now let's turn our attention to the Camdenton Lakers. There's no other school in this part of the state that is more steeped in great football tradition than the Camdenton Lakers. Bob Shore, for many years, going back to the mid-'70s to just over the past few years ago, ran the program and did such a wonderful job. And people in Camdenton are all about Laker football, which we'll see probably a full house tonight. And as we get ready for the ball game, let's hear from Coach Matt Perkins of the Zizzers talking about what they expect tonight when they take on this Camdenton football team.
Yeah, I think I think they're very fast. I think they're really aggressive. One thing that whenever you go play Camdenton, you're gonna end up being in kind of a dogfight. It's gonna be a tough game. It's gonna be physical, top to bottom, and that's something we haven't really been a part of yet, honestly. And so I think one thing we have going for us is a lot of our seniors were a part of that team 2 years ago that ended up losing in a really close game. Game we should have won. That kind of we let go, and we've been a part of this game before, and I think Connor Lair and those guys understand that this is a rivalry game, and this is, we don't win this game, you can't really win the conference. One of those type of deals. Yeah, they're probably going to throw it 60 times. They really get back there and go 5 wide on you and try to throw. And I think after watching us defend Rolla and some of those things, I think we'll probably see more of that 5 wide than we will the power I. But I could be wrong. They do both. They do both well. And I know that Coach Shore, Jeff Shore, his son, plays quarterback, and he's a junior, and they've got a really good junior class around him. And I think they want to throw the ball. Defensive back is maybe the toughest position in football to play. The rules are kind of against you, and then you're having to react. And one bad thing can result in 6 points. So it's a really tough spot, and I think our kids are excited about tonight. But one thing we've not had this year, we didn't get to play Glendale. We had that game canceled.
Right.
And so typically when we roll into this game with Camdenton, we've already had that full game exposure of playing against the air raid, and something we've not really been fortunate enough to have done yet. And so that probably helped us with Rolla because we had already seen a flex bone. But, tonight we're going to have to get our feet wet in a hurry.
Let's take a look at the schedule of games tonight in the Ozark Conference. Along with this one, Glendale will be playing at Bolivar this evening, and that figures to be an interesting game right there. Glendale may be a little better than what people thought they might be going into the season. They've played pretty well recently. Meanwhile, it'll be Hillcrest at Rolla, Parkview at Kickapoo, and Lebanon will be at Waynesville. That's a lineup of games tonight, and we'll talk more about the contest here in Camdenton between the Zizzers and the Lakers as we come back. But we wrap up our pregame right now and remind you it's brought to you by Hirsch Feed and Farm Supply, with locations to serve you in West Plains and in Thayer. And we come back in just a moment to Camdenton and Bob Shore Stadium. After a short break, you're listening to Zizzer Football on Hot Country KDY.
This testimonial with Mother
Good
Nature
Morning
is brought to you
Ozarks
by
with
Butler
Double
Heating and
H
Air of West
starts
Plains.
each weekday on KDY, where the co-host is you. He enjoys talking to
each day's weather in the Ozarks difficult to forecast. Cold in the morning, blistering in the afternoon. The HVAC servicemen can't keep up, unless, of course, they use BHA.
Butler Heating and Air keeps you comfortable no matter what Mother Nature brings. Call 256-7984 to learn more.
Great, just great.
School is back in session and things are real hectic, trying to get in the groove of the new routine. School, sports practice, and games, not to mention work and everything else you are trying to do. Let Zizzer Coin Laundry help take a load off. Drop off all your laundry, and they will wash, dry, fold, even press if needed. Zizzer Coin Laundry will do everything but put it away. Zizzer Coin Laundry on Porter Wagner Boulevard next to R&R Tire Express in West Plains.
West Plains football continues now on Hot Country KDY.
We return to Bob Shore Stadium in Camdenton. I'm Harlan Hutchison. To my right over here is Jim Lambert. He does the duties on the video on our website, ozarkradionews.com, along with our Facebook page. And he's going to be throwing in a little bit tonight because Travis, Reed, Paul, and 2 or 3 other people I tried to come up with me tonight. Harlan, I love that I was your first call. All busy. You're number 7, I guess. No, Jim would be here anyway because he does. And he says that our video tonight with the internet we have here in Camden looks really good, right?
Yeah, it looks fantastic. I mean, I'm happy to be here.
I'm glad the janitor was busy as well, so I get to be on headset here tonight as well as on camera. Looking forward to a great game. I mean, I was up here 2 years ago. Paul couldn't make that game either.
That time of the year.
So looking forward to it. It's a close game last year or 2 years ago. So here we are back at Camdenton.
We're waiting to find out who gets the football to start the game, and the Lakers will be in the purple shirts, purple hats, white numbers, and white pants. The Zizzers will be in the traveling white shirts, black shorts or black pants, black hats, and red trim. The flip of the coin is up. And let's see, they're going to look the direction of Camdenton.